This is just a video to show what I've accomplished and what I haven't accomplished. While the car's still warming up, I'm going to talk about the transmission. The transmission shifts so much smoother. I'm not sure that the bars leak stuff actually did anything for the transmission. I don't know. I can't really tell because the transmission was so low on fluid that it probably is just the fact that it was low and, you know, running dry. So what I'm noticing though is that yes, it's shifting smoother, the downshifts are smoother, the Tiptronic stuff's working better, but the most annoying part about my transmission was when I'd go around turns, it would shift out of gear. So there's one turn that I frequent like a lot, almost every day, and it's this one. And every time I would turn around, go around it, it would shift out of gear. As you can tell, it does what it's supposed to do. I'm very happy with that. I'm very happy with the way the transmission job turned out, and it was just too easy. I'm gonna keep that fluid in there for a while and check on it every now and then, and see if, you know, the leak stops, if anything seems weird or whatever, and if it does, I'll drop the pan and look at it. I think in probably a year, I'm gonna drop the pan anyway and just look and see if the bars leak stuff did any damage or if it worked or whatever. For the heat, well, I guess more for the cooling system. A lot of that's just peace of mind, but if you remember, the reason I flushed the cooling system in the first place was so that I could get my heat back. It's been winter and I haven't had heat. And so I got the cooling system, or I got the heater to blow warm air while it was sitting still, and I couldn't get it to get hot. Well, what happened was when I was driving this thing for the first time, right after I had fixed everything, I took it out for a drive and I floored it just to see if I could get all the way through Redline, which I haven't been able to do since I bought the car because of the turbo leak issue and the transmission and all that other stuff. And so I floored it, and when I did, I heard coolant moving through the heater core, which I've never heard before, and it sounded like a bubbling noise, and then my heat got just blazing hot. So it did fix my heat, flushing it with the water, flushing it with the CLR, but I also had to floor it and run it up to about 6,000 RPM. And I don't know if that was chance or if that was something to do with the water pressure or something, I don't know, but it worked. So my heat is officially working, which makes this car so much more comfortable to drive. So we're two for two now. The transmission's shifting smooth. The heat works, so the car is much less annoying to drive, which was the whole goal of this whole quick fix thing. And the third is the turbo. Now before, when I would accelerate, especially hard acceleration, like from 0 to whatever, the turbo was really jumpy. The car would only make it through about 3,000. Sometimes I'd get to 4,000 RPM, and then the transistor would try to shift, and the boost, you could hear the boost coming through the turbo with like a turbo flutter, and it just sounded bad, it felt bad, and I couldn't get up to speed. So now, if I get on it, car actually goes somewhere, which is amazing. It's very amazing. However, the car is slow. It took me a long time just then to go somewhere, so we'll have to address that. I changed the spark plug gaps. I'm not really sure that it made any difference. I think my ignition system is just kind of shot. Like, I need new coils, and I really think I need new plugs that go into the coils because they're all brittled and dry rotted. But overall, I'm really happy with the results, and the car is actually drivable. The engine's actually working correctly now. The transmission's shifting fine now, which for me means that I can finally start modifying this car a little bit, hopefully making it faster, just a little bit faster. This is my daily driver. It's basically a pickup truck for me, but it's just slow as Christmas. So I'm going to try to make it a little bit faster, and then also make it look cooler. I want it to not look like a piece of junk, so that's the plan. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for keeping up with this. I hope this helped you. It helped me a lot. It taught me a lot about this car. And I finally have a car that's just not a pain in the butt to drive. So, I'm happy. See ya.